Every one of us is, in the cosmic perspective, precious. If a human disagrees with you, let him live. In 100 billion galaxies, you will not find another. The nitrogen in our DNA, the calcium in our teeth, the iron in our blood, the carbon in our apple pies were made in the interiors of collapsing stars. We are made of star stuff. One glance at a book and you hear the voice of another person, perhaps someone dead for 1,000 years. To read is to voyage through time. Science is not only compatible with spirituality, it is a profound source of spirituality. For me, it is far better to grasp the universe as it really is than to persist in delusion, however satisfying and reassuring. We can judge our progress by the courage of our questions and the depth of our answers, our willingness to embrace what is true rather than what feels good. The universe is a pretty big place. If it's just us, seems like an awful waste of space. Books permit us to voyage through time, to tap the wisdom of our ancestors, but the fact that some geniuses were laughed at does not imply that all who are laughed at are geniuses. They laughed at Columbus, they laughed at Fulton, they laughed at the Wright brothers. But they also laughed at Bozo the Clown. The nuclear arms race is like two sworn enemies standing waist deep in gasoline, one with 3 matches, the other with 5. The truth may be puzzling. It may take some work to grapple with. It may be counterintuitive. It may contradict deeply held prejudices. It may not be consonant with what we desperately want to be true. But our preferences do not determine what's true. I consider it an extremely dangerous doctrine, because the more likely we are to assume that the solution comes from the outside, the less likely we are to solve our problems ourselves. If I finish a book a week, I will read only a few thousand books in my lifetime, about 0.1% of the contents of the greatest libraries of our time. The trick is to know which books to read.